So this training is going to provide you an overview on how to create an inspection record using the collector application on a smartphone. So one of the things you'll notice different between collector on a tablet and or collector on the desktop application is that when you go to inspect a system or facility using a smartphone, the information menus slide in from the bottom. And so you click on this facility and you'll see the attribute information slides in from the bottom here. So the other additional benefit of using Collector, the mobile version of Collector on a smartphone, is it has the ability to get driving directions. So if you see here at the bottom, you slide to the bottom, you'll see where it says directions. If you click on that, you can select between Google or Apple Maps. And what it'll do is it'll give you driving directions on how to get to that particular facility in question and give you the fastest, option of which route is the fastest. This feature does not exist on the desktop version, and again, very useful if you're trying to locate a facility that you've never been to before. So, but we want to perform an inspection or generate an inspection record. So we'll go ahead and click on Pond Inspections. And you'll see we're going to click on the Add button. And when you do that, you'll see the inspection menu pops up from the bottom. And just like in the desktop and tablet version, these are drop-down menus or prompt menus by just clicking on it. So if we want to put the inspection date in, just click on it. Calendar pops up and we can select today's date where it says primary inspector. Drop-down menu will pop up. You can select the inspector's name. If there's a secondary inspector, again, you can select their name. Inspection type, return, routine, or annual. We'll just select annual. Date of last precipitation. Let's say it was a couple days ago, and we'll say it rained a ½ inch. Next, you'll come across the list of inspection parameters. There's 6 of them: aesthetics condition, hydraulic recovery condition, vegetation condition, structural condition, water condition, erosion condition, and then you'll be able to fill in some overall conditions of the facility. So we'll select the aesthetics condition first, and again you'll see that it functions on a good, fair, poor, or not applicable rating. So we'll say good for aesthetics comment, and you can type in a comment by selecting on the comment field, and we'll say something like no trash or debris present. So kind of document your findings as you go along. So same thing with hydraulic recovery system. We can say it's good. System appears to recover its treatment volume. Okay, so you can go through each one of these ranking parameters and provide the value that is based on your findings. So structural condition, let's just say this one's going to be poor, and we'll say skimmer on control structure is damaged. And we'll go through the rest of them. We'll just say water's good, erosion condition is good, overall pond condition. I'm going to rate it as poor, again, because previously we had the structural condition where a skimmer on the control structure, again, the skimmer is a critical component to ensure the system functions correctly. If that's not working correctly, then I think the pond generally probably is in a poor condition. Public safety hazards. So again, this gives you the ability to identify if there's something that could potentially harm the traveling public. So let's say an example would be the manhole lid. Lid is missing. So you come across a manhole lid that's not behind the fenced-in portion of the pond. Someone could get injured by stepping into the open hole. You'd want to identify that. The thing I do want to note is that the collector application does not currently have the functionality where it would notify someone in maintenance or the AM contractor that the manhole lid is missing. So you as the inspector still need to follow up directly with the inspector, or I'm sorry, your project manager or someone else in the department to ensure that that public safety issue gets resolved. Same thing with suspected illicit discharge. If you come across something, you can identify it here. So if you come across, say, an unknown, pipe discharging into the pond, you can document that here. And again, similarly to the public safety section, the suspected illicit discharge is not currently configured to automatically notify someone. So you need to probably still follow up directly with the district's NPDS coordinator to let them know that, hey, I saw something, there was some kind of discharge, or there's an unknown pipe discharging into the stormwater pond. Inspection results. Again, this is going to be based on the inspector's experience and knowledge of the system and how it's supposed to be functioning. And so you'll select, hey, is this system performing as designed and permitted, or is it not performing as designed and permitted? Not applicable should be reserved for instances where the system is either going under some routine maintenance or some maybe potentially under construction because there's a widening project or some other project that's causing the system to be modified. You would select not applicable in that instance. But outside of that, you probably need to make a determination of whether it's performing or not performing based on your findings during your inspection. So we'll say not performing as designed and permitted, again, because we noted earlier the structural condition was poor because the skimmer is damaged. And again, the skimmer is a critical component of the system. Inspection result comments, you can go ahead and put comments in there if you need. If you are done filling in your findings, the other thing is you can go ahead and attach photos or take photos while you're going through the inspection. So if you're performing your inspection, you can select use the take photo option, and I'll just take a photo of my keyboard here and click use photo, and you'll see we just attached a photo to the inspection record using the take photo option. Now, if you took photos with your mobile device and you saved them to your mobile device, you can use the attach option and go to photo library, the photos that you have on your phone, and select the photo in question or the photo that's appropriate for that particular facility. Once you have your photos and your inspection findings all filled out in the inspection tool, go ahead and just click submit. One thing I do recommend, or just based on experience, is when you're attaching or taking photos, if you have multiple photos, if you have 5, 6, maybe even 10 photos for a particular inspection, it might be best to go ahead and just submit those in smaller batches, because you are uploading them to your up to the database using your mobile device. And so if you have multiple photos, it can really take a long time and the system may time out on you. So if you have multiple photos, do it in batches of 3, 4 at a time so that the report gets submitted correctly. And that's how you create an inspection record using the mobile collector application on a smartphone.